I wanted to give you a few tips for taking exams in Rate 301. Um, on these exams, you may have some multiple choice questions, there's matching, and also some short answer questions. There'll be images with structures to identify, and it's important for you to remember to use left or right when it's appropriate, because half a point will be deducted if the correct side is not labeled. Some of the structures are going to be very small, so be sure to read the entire question and also look for hints within the question, like dark thin line or CSF space, because those are big hints to let you know what I'm looking for. Look for the X or the small arrow as well, and be sure that you're answering the specific question that I'm asking. Note that all quizzes and exams require a proctor, and there's more information about the proctors located in the Let's Get Started module. You can use Examity, which is a virtual proctoring service, and that's free for Bellevue College students. It allows you to take the exam at your own scheduled time, but you'll need to schedule the exam more than 24 hours in advance in order for there not to be a fee. If you do have to schedule something quickly within 24 hours, there is a $5 fee, so that's when there is a charge. Examiny has been vetted through Bellevue College, so we can ensure that your privacy is maintained. I know that not everybody is comfortable with a virtual proctor, so alternative proctors are available. There's more information on that again in the Let's Get Started module, but I wanted you to be aware well in advance that a proctor is required. I don't know if anyone is still using dial-up, if that's actually even available anywhere, but if you're using dial-up connection, the images can be really slow to load, and it can lock up your computer, so I recommend that you try to find a faster connection. It's better not to use wireless as well, depending on the speed of your wireless connection. That can also slow up the images as they load, and if your computer does lock up, you sometimes will need to get out of the test. A direct hardwired connection is best, because that will give you the fastest availability of speed for downloading the data that's required on these exams. If your computer does lock up, try refreshing the screen first. That's the best option. That has worked for most people, and actually it's been a while since anyone has had an issue now that the speeds are faster on computers as well as the internet connection speeds. It's been a long time since we've had any issues. But if refreshing your screen doesn't work, you may also want to wait to start the exam until you've seen all the images load, and that way you'll know that you have all the data that's required for the exam. If you do have to back out of the exam, you can't get back into it. But if you back out of the exam without answering any questions, I can see that, and then I can reset the test for you. Just be sure that you don't panic and you get a hold of me right away, and then we can work through any issues that you may have. It's best to try to test out not only your technology, but your proctoring service well ahead of time on that first exam, so we can work through any issues that you might have. Exams are generally open Monday through Sunday, so that gives you a weekend as well as a weekdays to complete your exam, so it gives you the maximum flexibility. Please don't wait until Sunday night to take your exam. I may not be available to help you if you do, just depending on my schedule for that particular week. And I want to be sure that we work through any issues that you might have to give you the most time to take the exam. The final exam may not be open for a full week. It may not be open Monday through Sunday like all the other exams. So please check the schedule well in advance so that you are aware of what days it is open. The quarters do not always go for a full week. Most of them end on Friday and some of them on Thursday. And so you may not also have a full weekend for that final exam, because I don't want the schedules to overlap of the exams. I don't want them to overlap too much. So just be sure to check the schedule so that you know when the tests are scheduled. I try to grade the exams on Monday. Depending on my schedule and depending on how many other courses I'm teaching for that quarter, I may not get to all the tests by the end of Monday. So give me until at least the end of Tuesday. But typically I will try to get everything done on Monday. Once all the exams are completed and graded, then I will release the scores. But I want to mute them until I'm done with everything so that everybody gets their exams at the same time. There is a automatic grading system, and it will tell you that an answer is correct with a green arrow, or that an answer is incorrect with a red arrow. And I can't change that, no matter if I agree or disagree with a test, but I will change the point value. So if you put in a short answer question and your answer is just one letter off from my answer, they'll note that the test answer is incorrect. But I can go back in and give you the correct points for that, if I feel that it's appropriate to give you the points for that particular question. So just make sure that you look at the point value that I've given you rather than looking at the arrows, because the arrows can't change. So once I release your test, you'll be able to review your exam and grade, and then we can discuss it further if you need to.